Marcy Davis here with Quick Start Piano, where adults learn by playing the music they love most. And today we're going to look at a version of Imagine by John Lennon, and it's going to be coming out of this book, The Best Songs Ever, the easy piano version. And this one I have here is the 6th edition. You want to be careful, there is more than one version of the books that are labeled Best Songs Ever. That are not just easy piano, and then they also have several editions. Obviously this is the 6th edition. I think the versions of the songs are the same in each one, but the table of contents is slightly different. And I'll just give you a peek so we can get the glare off of here a little bit, moving it from side to side. There's a lot of really nifty songs in here, and obviously you can go online to Sheet Music Plus or Amazon. Actually, probably Amazon doesn't have the song list, but Sheet Music Plus generally does put the song list for these in here. All right, and one of the things I love about this book is not only are they pretty easy versions, they all have chord symbols on them, which is very helpful, especially for pop rock type music, because they are so chord based. All right, so let's take a look inside. All right, so we're going to look at Imagine and demystify it a little bit. If you're looking at the 6th edition, I'm on page 88. And by demystify, I mean make it a little bit less scary. If you haven't been playing that long, and if you don't feel that note reading is your strength, you can still play this. We're going to combine note reading with the chord symbols up above. So let's take a look at the intro here. This next two measures just repeat. So you'll notice the C chord symbol, and if you've studied with me, we start off playing the C in the first 6 weeks of lessons. And what they've done is they've just broken it in half. I'm going to curl my fingers so you can see better. So you play the top two, and then you play the bottom one. Back and forth. And then if you haven't studied a C major 7 yet, that's okay. What we're doing is we're just taking the C and we're extending it one more skip up. That gives you C major 7. We're not going to play that one because it sounds better not to. And we're just going to rock back and forth for that. And then you're ready for the next chord, which is F. And this is F with the root in the middle. So instead of going F, A, C, we're going to go F, A, C. And rock back and forth. And then continuing on, we've got C, C major 7, F. And then he'll use this a whole bunch of times all the way throughout the piece. And then all you're left to do is learn the right hand that goes with it. Two patterns for the left hand, and we're just reusing them for the whole first page and part of the second page. And then even on the right hand, you notice it repeated a bunch. So that makes it a lot easier to learn, a lot less pieces to learn. Okay, now what we're going to do is we had an F chord at the top of page 89. Now we're going to put the F chord into root position, which is the first way you learned it if you studied with me. But we're going to keep that rocking motion again. So we've got F chord, and then an A minor, and that /E just means the E will be on the bottom, which is what happens if you put the root in the middle, the E ends up on the bottom. So you could write a little RM for root in the middle if that makes it easier to think about. And then a D minor in root position, and then an F/C, which just means F, the C will be on the bottom, which for us that will mean F root in the middle. And then a G with the root in the middle. So that might be the trickiest transition. We don't get to repeat that one. And then a G with just a partial chord. We didn't play the top G. So let me try that with the hands together. I'm going to start with the word sky on the top of page 89. Root, F with the root position. A minor, root in the middle. D minor. I can't talk and play at the same time. D minor. it's not as tricky as you might think if you can think about chord shapes and which ones you're using rather than the 100 little black dots that are on the page. I'm going to take a peek at the second part to see if there's anything different. So we've got the second ending. We've got an F chord, root in the middle, G, root in the middle, C root on top, and then it says E7, but if you look at the left hand, it's actually just playing a plain E. Your right hand will be doing the 7 part. So your left hand can just think about E, F root in the middle, G root in the middle, C root on top, and then E, F root in the middle, G root in the middle, C root on top, E, and then a partial F, we're leaving off this note, and a partial G, we're leaving off this note, and then C root on top. And then the dies al coda sends you all the way back. But let's just jump to the coda. So we've got an F, a partial F chord, missing the C, partial G chord, and then hitting the D down below, and then C. So those are pretty much all the parts of the left hand. Let's try putting it together from the second ending for the right. So hopefully that did a little bit of demystifying. Hopefully you can see how many of the pieces they're using that you've actually already learned in your piano study. And it's a matter of being able to put them together in different combinations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss another tutorial or a piano book tour showing you what's inside. So have fun making music, and I will see you in the next video.